Hello and a warm welcome to the KOFISI Connect podcast. I am Patience Ndunge, Member Events Coordinator at KOFISI Africa. And this month at KOFISI, we're celebrating arts and culture, which is coinciding with the exciting Eco Fashion Week here in Kenya and across Africa. In our quest to delve deeper into these two themes, we have the pleasure of hosting Belinda Smetana, who's the founder of Sustainable Fashion and Travel in our KOFISI 9 studio. So she'll enlighten us about Eco Fashion Week and how we can integrate eco culture into our lives, paving the way for a more sustainable future. Welcome, Belinda.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Patience, and thanks, KOFISI, for having me here. I must say your voice sounds so good.
Thank you. Could you please share a little bit about what's happening during Eco Fashion Week?
So there is Eco Fashion Week Africa. It's a baby that was born from Sustainable Fashion Talks. And Sustainable Fashion Talks is where we have conversations around sustainability, specifically in Africa. We make it as inclusive as possible. We have these conversations not just to pick on the effects of fast fashion or fashion in general, but also try to come up with answers on what can we do, if imperfectly or perfectly. So that's when, after a lot of conversations with different people, I came up with this Eco Fashion Week Africa. And the first one will be the Kenyan edition, which is Eco Fashion Week Kenya. It's not going to be the usual fashion week that it's runway after runway after runway. We're going to focus more on cleaning up the planet, as I usually call it. We're going to focus on educating people, and it's going to be a lot of activities, intergenerational activities. So when I say inclusivity, I don't mean including models and body types. I mean including every single person in this fashion space, because we all wear clothes. So that's what we mean when we say inclusivity. So it's going to be a week packed with inclusive events. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to share when it's going to be happening?
It's going to be from 20th until 26th of November, and that's 2023. Yeah.
Okay. What's the primary message you wish to convey to people during that week?
I like this. I want to tell everyone that you're part of fashion. As long as you don't walk outside naked, you are part of fashion. You wear fashion, you do fashion. And this activity is mainly a response to, let's say you say Sustainable Fashion Talks, and the reply that I get is, oh, you're going to sit and talk about fashion. That's not me. I don't do fashion. We actually all involved in fashion. So it's going to be, we're planning on just sharing that we all wear clothes, and every single person can play a role in making fashion better. Yeah.
Okay. And then fashion's environmental impact is now becoming a pressing concern. What makes the fashion industry so detrimental to our environment? I mean, I have some statistics of the fashion production comprising about 10% of the total global carbon emissions, while 85% of all textiles go to dumps each year. This is according to earth.org. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, and the reason why this is so, it's like a home to me, or it hits home so much, because it's literally at home. Textile waste. I'll pick on textile waste because that's a place I was involved in so much with Clean Up Kenya. This is the dumping ground. Kenya, to be specific, and let's say Ghana. This is where we're actually paying for people. People wear this in the West, and then we are paying. So what we've discovered that's happening is that mitumba is amazing. I wear mitumba as well. But people send us waste, and then they come home and they take our resources, and so materials, fresh materials and everything, they make these things, and then it's sold in the West. When they're done with it, we're the dumping ground. Yeah. So that's how heavy fashion is when it comes to affecting Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for choosing to have KOFISI as one of your partners during the Eco Fashion Week. We are very honored. I am particularly excited about our upcoming panel discussion, which is going to be happening on Thursday, the 23rd at KOFISI Square, which will be centered on eco culture and how we can incorporate it into our daily lives for a more sustainable future. Can you provide some insights into the panel discussion and what will happen?
So this specific one is going to be on the 23rd of November. And we will start with a panel discussion, a very engaging panel discussion. We're not going to be talking between ourselves, but we will engage the audience as well. And this is special because it will be different people from different backgrounds talking about creating an eco culture. So everyone will be giving what they do in their, like KOFISI will just share the little bits of things they do to create an eco culture. And from a fashion point of view. So this will be an all-rounded conversation where people are sharing what they can do better and what they're doing better or what they're doing at this moment to be part of an eco culture. Yeah. After that, we're going to have a swap where you bring your old clothes, the clothes you no longer want to wear. I actually, when I say, I'm not even supposed to say old clothes because I have brand new clothes that I've only worn once, but I just don't feel them anymore. So you bring that over and you can swap with another person. They feel like they have something new in their closet.
For those who are eager to participate in the frog swap, how can they get involved?
So it's easy. You just sort out your closet, whatever you don't want in your closet, you pack it and you bring it. And another person will bring theirs. It's more like free shopping. So you shop from each other's closet. Yeah, it's as easy as that.
How would you determine the value if my outfit was a different price and someone else's was a different price?
That's the thing. We don't, on this particular one, we don't. You just bring and we sort it out. So you cannot bring something that is torn. That you can come to the mending session, which will be also during the week. But this specific one, you bring things that are in good condition. So we do not really evaluate. We don't have the manpower or the resources at the moment to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Could you suggest 3 practical ways for individuals to embrace eco-culture in their lives?
This, I would say it from my own personal way, because I'm assuming that someone is starting. What I did, I used 3 simple things: reuse, reduce, recycle. Yeah. So just think of that like reuse whatever you have. Reduce on your waste. I reduce a lot when it comes to plastic. I will not lie that it's 100%, but I reduce where I can. So reduce your use of single-use plastic. And recycle whatever you have, and create a culture where you separate your bin so that someone can recycle actually that. Because we have boys who even come to my home to pick plastic bottles. So if you recycle those things, it's easier for them. So reuse, reduce, recycle, that's the easiest for me.
Okay. And then what lessons can Kenyans and Africans draw from the mistakes made by the more industrialized nations in the realm of eco-culture?
There's one mistake of depleting resources. They have depleted their resources. It's almost complete. And now everybody is running to Africa where we've been preserving our resources. And so we can learn from that and create a system where we have a sustainable way to, we need to take care. This is kind of dear to my heart because it's something I'm seeing, it's happening. Like maybe someone says, made in Kenya, made from 100% organic, made from 100% this. It's all taken here and then sold in the West. So we as Kenyans or Africans, we need to learn and see how the West basically just they've depleted their resources. And so we need to treasure whatever resources we have. And also something that I learned straight just from living abroad is the West has now embraced involving people and creating activities that is teaching people how to be sustainable and how sustainability works and how to preserve our planet. And that's why I have Sustainable Fashion Talks and I have Eco Fashion Week Africa. We need these intergenerational activities. We need these things where you involve people and you tell them the importance of preserving whatever we have or being maybe an eco-conscious culture.
Society, yeah. Okay. We as KOFISI, we are committed in promoting a sustainable work environment, in various ways, like using refillable glass bottles and locally sourced furniture from sustainable materials. What are some simple adjustments that you think businesses can make to adopt an eco-culture mindset?
Yeah. So this, with KOFISI, I would add another thing that you guys are doing a lot, and you're doing it directly with me. I don't know if you're doing it with other people as well. You are really involved in supporting anything that spreads the news about sustainability. And you have been, I would tell, now I'm speaking to any company, any organization, they need to sort of learn from KOFISI and see that when someone or an NGO or an organization is trying to create a sustainability and spread news about sustainability, they need to be part of it. And I have to give this up to KOFISI because it's been a place where you hear that there is something that I'm doing around eco and around creating an eco culture and around sustainability, and you are always my number one supporters. And that just shows, you give me a free space to spread the news. You give me all this. That's how an organization participates in this genuinely, And so that's something that you did not mention, but it's something that you are genuinely doing, not knowing, And another way is maybe the normal energy conservation. That's something that can happen, and involving the employees in things like, this is another thing that you're going to do on Thursday, the 23rd, just involving employees on things like swap. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give an example. There's a day we were having a talk here about sustainable fashion, and KOFISI gave their employee a chance to just go in and listen. And someone came to me, part of the employees, then they had no idea what sustainable fashion is. So this is an organization giving their employee a chance to, to come into sustainability and to see what an eco culture is. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, great stuff. You mentioned earlier it will be running, the Eco Fashion Week will be running from the 20th to the 26th.
Yes.
That's Monday through Sunday.
Yes.
Quickly just touch on the activities so people have an idea of what exactly will be happening for an entire week, or what is it that is in fashion or sustainable fashion that is running for an entire week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I said, it's Eco Fashion Week, Kenya. And when you hear eco fashion, what clicks is models and runways and people just wearing clothes and clothes and clothes. But this is specifically centered around No New Clothes runway. Mm-hmm. So I'll just give a rundown so you can see how my life will look from
from Monday to Sunday.
From there, yeah. So on Monday 20th, we're going to have the introduction, and people will be meeting partners, the people who are part of this. We will be meeting at the Artisanal Gallery in Gigiri. And we will have maybe coffee. We will do a short press conference and just do a rundown of the week. And then on Tuesday, we are going to be at Delight Technical School, where they do tailoring. And we will be speaking to the students about sustainability, about eco-fashion, and whoever knows will be teaching the other person. So it will be a conversation on students, just to plant that seed, the seed of sustainability. As we said, we're going to be inclusive. So this is more of youth. And then on Wednesday, we are going to be at Ubunifu. We will be at Ubunifu, and this is also going to be a youth sort of adults thing where you can mend your clothes, you can learn how to mend your clothes. And I must say that as an African, as a Kenyan, I kind of had to. I had to know how to mend my clothes. Yeah. And I think a lot of people can relate to this. So we're going to meet up and we're going to mend whatever we have. And then on Thursday, there will be 2 events. So at KOFISI, there will be the conversation, the talk, and then the clothing swap. And then the artisanal gallery, Just Fashion, will have a full, they are busy with this. So it's going to be clothes made from the students from Delight School. They will be showcasing, and it will be clothes still from no-new clothes. So it's existing clothes, whatever you don't wear anymore, they've been challenged to to give old clothes a new life. And also the same day, Afro-Wema and another designer will be showcasing. So it will be an artistic thing, kind of. So that's Thursday. We'll be quite busy. And Friday, we will have an event at the Social House. And then on Saturday is the crazy, exciting day as well in Malindi, where we're going to have a fashion show. And this fashion show will include models we will have, he's so excited, an old man as a model, we will have an old lady as a model, we will have people with disabilities, because what gets to me and the reason why I started this is you see the runway and it's not practical. Are people with disability not wearing clothes? Don't they want to see how they will look in these clothes? Old people buy clothes, and according to my understanding, and just sitting with them, they use the money as well. So they want to see how they will look. And so the runway will involve even the just normal body model, whatever. It will be quite diverse. And then we're going to have workshops. We will have workshops with Malindi Little Angels. It's going to be a school where parents and students will be mending and doing all the swaps. And with the Global Fashion Exchange, it's the one that will be handling the swap on that day. We will have Trashion Kenya dealing with the runway. So Malindi is going to be the place on the weekend. Sure. And that's on the 25th November.
And then on Sunday?
And then on Sunday, we are cleaning up our mess. So we will be doing a beach cleanup. We will be trying to see how much textile waste we can collect on Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Belinda, for being on our podcast. For those interested in joining the Eco Fashion Week, that will be running on the 20th again to the 26th. What steps should they take?
So you can, on the website, ecofashionweekafrica.com, you will see the rundown of the events. You will see what's happening where with maps, and so it's accessible to almost everyone. If you cannot access any place, as I said, everyone can be involved. So during the week, you can decide to maybe not leave your phone on the charge for too long, switch off the lights. It's a week where anyone can participate from anywhere. That week, decide not to buy any new clothes. You will save some money. So decide not to buy any new clothes during that week. You can also participate by sharing whatever Eco Fashion Week is doing. That's already participating. So you don't really have to be there to participate.
Okay, thank you very much. If you'd like to join our panel discussion or the clothes swap, and you'd like to contribute to Eco Fashion Week, please email me at memberevents@kofisi.africa or Belinda at info@ecofashionweekafrica.com, or check out their website, like she said. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Very good, very good.